should be live now. My first time doing it this way, so hopefully it's all going good. Welcome everyone. So today we are continuing, well I say continuing, we're actually doing part of our development of our custom Pokemon Rom hack. And today what the plan is that I'm going to start just playing through it, because I haven't done a full playthrough in a long time. I think I was doing playthroughs back when I was doing more regularly, when I was streaming more often, but that hasn't been, I mean, that was a long time ago. So now we're going to sort of try and go through it, see what bugs and things we can notice on the way, and if we get anything else, then, well, there we go. It'd be good if you guys can sort of like give suggestions as we go. Let's try and get the music down, because that is blowing my ears off. And those of you who are joining later from from YouTube or something, well, welcome as well. Hopefully you enjoy this as well. But if you want to play it yourself, you can find it over on our Discord. And yeah, currently working at version 13, I believe this is, or 13.1. I did make a small update very recently just to fix one of the bugs. But otherwise, it seems like everything is working. If we have some issues later, I might have to fix my lighting, but for now, let's just get going. If anyone wants any sort of changing music and wants to hear the game itself, then we can do that. But currently we're looking at we're trying to notice some of the bigger pieces of it all. There's one more thing I need to do on my side just before we do. I just want to check something, which seems to be fine. Yep, no, we're all good. Alright. Okay, so I currently not sure which starter I want to do, but we're gonna, those who aren't aware, remember there is this book here which allows you to check all your settings and all of that. We're gonna do it through the main one, because you can always come back and change it. So before we start the adventure, there's various settings we give the option for you to use. I am going to play with level caps because personally I think it's so much better. Level caps allow me to sort of balance the game a bit better, knowing what levels you are and so on. Plus it's a good chance to see it. I think most people who play tested are playing without. And of course we got this little bugger. The rival has now been named. We have called him Cassius, because it sounds like a pompous name of a prick. And that's kind of what I want you to think of the rival. So, yeah, he's come in, he's knocked into you and picked some of your Pokemon. So, we currently have the 8 choices. For those who aren't aware, the Pikachu and the Eevee are actually the partner versions. So they cannot evolve. If you want to evolve them, you've got to get the other ones. The reason I've gone for the partners is, one, they're stronger and get access to new moves, and you can actually get a Sunstone really early on, and I don't want Espeon to be just like, I think it's like pre-gym one as a chance to use on your Sunkern. Getting that for Eevee, to turn your Eevee into an Espeon, is absolutely brutal. It's very powerful. I think what I'm going to go to, I think I'm going to go with Totodile. Yeah, let's go with Totodile. I don't think I'm planning on Nuzlocking this. I'm not going to Nuzlock this, because I want to really look at more of the ins and outs of things than try and focus on that style. I might do a Nuzlocke in the future. That's a little bug with that text box. So I'm going to be bouncing to and from a lot as I notice little things that aren't quite correct. I'm just going to be opening up the code in the background and trying to do it. So when the child moves, what we should be doing is having that close. Currently it was on default, which means it doesn't close until you type it, and I want it to sort of move, and then there we go, we have our Totodile. Currently, which may change because then we now got the new Megas coming out, this is Water Dark. I haven't really done much buffing of the Johto Pokemon as much as I want to, but Chikorita is Grass Fairy and Cyndaquil is Fire Ground. And of course Totodile is Dark. We get 5 Pokeballs here, and of course we have the XP share, which you can turn on and you can turn off. This is why I don't mind having. This is one of the reasons why I use level caps. Is it allows you to sort of spread your how you want things to be done instead. New room. I have actually added the house for the rival. I don't believe you can access this item. It's a ball with a note on it. Here's your own Pokemon, little bro. Like me out becoming a champion one day when you're older. Yeah. So this is nothing for the moment. I'm not sure what to do in this room. If you got ideas, and please suggest. Otherwise, again, going on that Nuzlocke train, there is grass in a lot of places, so you can have a massive variety of where you want to catch. All of these tiles are wrong. Might be subtle, but yeah, every single one of these tiles along here are actually incorrect. They should be. These tiles I've got at the moment are the ones for when you're connecting it to the edge. So I'm going to turn those into grass tiles. This is why you do it. Yeah, and this tile in front of me should be the same as this tile, but all of these should have grass on top of them, not this brownish colour. It's just sort of the joining. Let's grab the Rebel. This is a useful item for those who are doing Nuzlocks, as it allows you to sort of just go through and skip, because Route 1 is made of 2 separate maps, and there's different encounters between the 2 maps. I might eventually work on a wiki to allow sort of a lot of this information to go through, but not focusing on it at the moment. And using that repair allows you to get a bit more choice of what you can do. So although we're not doing Nuzlocke, well, I think what I'm doing, I'm going to Nuzlocke as far as I can, and then if we end up in a state where, you know, we do wipe, instead of resetting, we're going to just continue from there. So, encounter for this area, we got Meditate. Hopefully it's gonna catch without doing damage, because I don't really want to knock it out. There we go. Meditate. Absolutely worthless for the first gym, because first gym is flying and that's fighting. Yeah, so actually one thing so we can run from the start. If you do need healing, very easy. You come back to your room and... Have I not done that? Right. So, there is something I need to do is write a healing script when you go to the bed. It's not difficult to do at all, but we need that, because otherwise this area can be a bit of a slog. Encounter for Route 1. I meant to use my item. I haven't, so we've got a Bidoof. So I'm going to scratch it, catch it with a Pokeball, and we now pretty much win the game because we have a Bidoof. That is something I want to work on. So these, I'll talk about later. I don't believe she's got a bug. This is it. Little things like this. I don't think a lot of people notice. So she's meant to face the player when you talk to her. That just means I need to put a little code calling face player. There we go. This is a big water spot. We'll talk about those later. I think goal is we're just going to get first to the first Pokemon Center. Once we've got that, we can then heal up and start training up. And we'll go to some of the sort of side areas. So yeah, this is what I mean by Route 1 having 2 areas. This area up here is also Route 2. It contains the same... It doesn't contain the same Pokemon. So for those who are doing a Nuzlocke, it will count as the same encounter when you go to your sort of where it was met section. I think this is what a lot of people use for defining, because there's a Meta Level 5 Bedrock. Meta Bedrock. Depends how you do it. Some people count as the same. Or Route 1. I might change this Bedrock town to something else, just so that your starter doesn't count as your encounter for the main town. I play it as a separate one. Up to you how you play it. Part of fun of a Nuzlocke is you do it in your own way. There's no need to do it in specific ways. Right, let's heal up. Speed through it. So one thing I want to check, and this has been a slight problem for quite a few things. Actually, first thing I want to do is set up the crafting. So this game has crafting in it, and you can speak to this lady here. She's the crafting master. I haven't done anything in sort of the way to change it much. But there's a crafting branch. If you want to do crafting yourself in your own Pokemon ROM hack, I suggest you take it. This one sort of just shows you how to do it. So I need Petra berries and a potion. It just shows you how to do it. I haven't currently added many items, but it's there. Okay. I completely forgot about this woman. So the reason I've added her is a lot of people were... Was that flash? Okay, that flashing is annoying, isn't it? Is that because I'm using... What? That flash between the text boxes. Why is it because I'm doing default or doing auto close? Because I'm doing auto close. Yeah, so they should be, instead of auto close, should be default. So making a ROM hack, when you do text boxes, there's various sort of things, various handles you can throw through, arguments you can pass through. One of them is the way it's handled afterwards. You've got stuff like yes, no boxes, you've got auto close and default. Default means when you do it, it will stay open and go to the next one, like that. Auto close will close it when you click the button, and yeah, then it opens a new one, which causes that weird flash, which is kind of problematic. She's there just to help guide you along because this is a sort of a spare area. Okay, so the Pokemon we need, was it a potion and Petra berries? I want to check if this isn't working. It's not working. Why are the bloody Pokeballs not working? Oh, okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is save the bloody game. We're going to close it and we're going to fix that bloody bug, because that bug has been there for ages. I've just noticed that none of my messages are coming through on restreams. Sorry guys on TikTok, I can see you now. Hey Lance, hey Curtis, hey Ryan, I apologise for being late, but I can see you now. Ryan, thanks for the things. I'm using Restream and it's meant to send all the text into one thing. I haven't seen it. I take Sunken as a start. Sunken would be great. Story is not the same. It's not really so much story, but it's completely custom area and world. And the game name is Triver. This was I'm trying to get together an OOT ROM hack. OOT, I have done OOT in the past actually. I've recently got a comment on my video on OOT because I was doing I made a German version while I was in Austria called Das Flutenduten. Right, I can now see chat. I apologise for any problems in the past. But what I want to work out was why in the hell this is not working. And that is a ball egg. So, this is our code. Why are Pokeballs sold out? So, if the flag adventure started, we go to expanded items, which is what we're doing. We're going to here because we have flags started. Why are Pokeballs sold out? So let's search through Pokeballs. I think there's a flag in the file, in the code. For those who don't know, a flag is sort of a boolean. That's a true false memory in the game. Boolean, true false stuff, and it just says the same thing. You could use Claude ID to see what's wrong with the code. I could use that, or I could work it out myself. And the problem with using Claude AI is you've got to input everything. Well, I don't know what Claude AI is. I'm guessing it's an AI, but AIs don't know much about this thing, about this language and stuff. So it's easier just to go through it. And I don't think it's not so much a bug. It's more they'll be using a flag, and somewhere in the core is a flag that is set at the start of the game, and that flag stops you from buying Pokeballs in the default Emerald. So I want to find what flag is causing that, and I thought it was by doing a certain thing, but it's not. First ball. As a ROM hack lover, thank you for your creativity. Well, you're welcome to know. Have you played much or seen much of my one so far? If you're giving correct code permission or save file like OGM, it's not. Well, I could pass it all the way through. I could try and pass it. I mean, it is public on GitHub at the moment, and I'm going to make it fully open source once I finish it, so you guys can then do ROM hacks of my region. Because I think a lot of people are saying it sucks playing all the same Emerald ones, because now we've got Decomp Emerald. so many people are coming out and making games, which is awesome to see. What we're not seeing is variety, and it takes ages to make a custom region. So that's what I'm going to do, is sort of let this open so people can do it. The language is C++, or this is PoriScript, so this is what you do for the eventing, but yeah, this stuff is all C++. So it's not too bad. I'm stoked to play this ROM also. I'm glad. The version 13 is out. I'm almost at episode 100. Episode 100, I'm going to do sort of a major release. I'm currently tidying up a lot of things ready, just so we've got somewhere to start with. I just want to tidy up. I want to try and I've been adding a load of various sort of sprites, tidying up a lot of the scripts. This is why I want to play it tonight. I also want to redo the introduction area, so it's actually unique. I also want to do a custom title screen, which is a bit of a pain. Not yet, but I see you. Oh, the hearts are in my way. I'm assuming that says cook, but I'm glad you're enjoying the thing so far. It'll be good to finally finish it, because I've been fiddling around with ROM hacks for years. I started doing it in school when I was like 12, 13, doing binary hacking. Now it's nice to actually do other way. Here we go. Text sold out. So if I'm correct, this text is sold out. Here we go. Item imports ID check hash check outfit status string. Can't be saying the only time it's used is here. Sold out. I'm sorry, that item is sold out. If item importance and check bag has item, or has item in IT, or get item status, that is only for. But that's only for item importance is for key items. Is this like Quetzal? What do you mean? Is this like Quetzal? As in it's got multiplayer? Nope. That the Quetzal guys are geniuses who have done something amazing. We haven't got any of that. This is just sort of like my full custom region. Gonna have our own. We've got our own sort of Pokemon gyms. We've got our own region. We've got all of that completely in its own way. Similar ID that it adds onto Emeralds. No, this is custom region. Unlike Quetzal, which is built in Emeralds, this is its own. Going to be its own. When I find this bug, we'll do it. Do the decompilers allow for hardware compatibility? So decomp. What do you mean by allows for that? I mean decompiler. When it's decompiled, it's a ROM, so it can run with every. It can run on any Game Boy Advance emulator. So it's up to the emulator to do it. So it is pretty much independent to hardware, but you got to emulate the correct hardware. Like DLC, not so much DLC. It's going to be its own game. You will take a patch, it will patch over and remove it. If you've got existing saves on your Emerald file, it will break it when I do release the patch. But it is a completely custom region. I mean, I think you can see it now. Like you start in this town, and like Route 1. All the way here, it's got all Pokemon from 1 to 9, although they're not all accessible at the moment. We just go over here. You've got sort of custom gyms, custom trainers. We've even got some custom sprites. I say custom sprites, just follower sprites I've rehashed to use, and a lot of custom code. And I really want to find out buy menu print pricing list why this item is outfits. Is it the outfits that have broken it? I added this outfit branch so we can have customizable outfits for the player to wear, but I think it's causing me no end of issue. Will it have advanced AI difficulty like Unbound and Radical? Yes and no. AI flags MD. So this is Markdown, but it tells you all the AI flags it's got. There are custom ones like smart switching, which I haven't created, like flag Pokemon Omniscient. I think a lot of them, those harder ones, you use Omniscient. Those are built into the sort of branch I'm using. I haven't custom made them, and I might maybe later do it, but it's not meant to be a difficulty on hand. It's going to be harder than the normal Pokemon. But normal Pokemon is like a 3 difficulty, and Radical Red and Unbound like a 9. I want this to be a 5 or 6. It's to ease people across into more difficult ones with level, but then you can play without level caps. That's awesome. I've never seen Pokemon like this behind the scenes. Well, follow along. I do have I do daily. Well, I don't do videos. I do videos as often as I can, showing all my progress to it. I take it you're a Team Magma fan, then. I really don't care for Magma or Aqua. I'm not sure what you mean. Hey, thanks for the follow. Apologies if I miss any follows or bits or whatever they're called. Ryan A and user, I thank you all for the coins. I'm using a new way of streaming both to YouTube and TikTok, so I don't know how well it's working. It seems to be working to do both at once. I've been trying to get partner on YouTube for a while, so I'm trying to stream to there a bit more. So if I do miss anything, alerts aren't coming through anymore. If this doesn't work, I'll go back to going through the TikTok studio. But I do want to understand why this is not letting Pokeballs. Why Pokeballs are sold out. You know what? Let's go into prep and just ask or Google that. Pokeball sold out. Pokeball sold out. Nope. They haven't seen it. Pokeball sold out. Nope, doesn't seem to be a thing. Hey, time to leave. Welcome on in. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day. String expand placeholder. Placeholder if you can't buy it. This is to stop you buying an item twice. Get out for price. Buy infinite item in list. But why? Yeah, so you can't buy an item you bought once again. I'm just tempted to remove that. Why Pokeball isn't item Pokeball items? Pokeball shouldn't be a item. Do you have background in data science or something? I'm a coder. Yeah, I'm a tech lead at the moment for a team. Time to leave. Thank you for the coin. Appreciate it. Yeah, I work in software. How old am I? 30. So I've been doing it for about 8 years now. But I've been interested in ROM hacking since I was like 12. I used to do binary hacking, do loads of that stuff, sort of on my own. And now it's a lot better with decompiled, makes things so much easier. Minus for secondary ID. What's the secondary ID? I don't know why this is showing errors for everything. HM root. Oh, okay. Master ball minus first ball. Okay, that's fine. Pokeball should be at 200. Why is it sold out? Effect item thrown. It's not a special thing. If any ball IDs around updating first ball last night, so several places take ball IDs to be first contiguous. Okay, that's not a problem. That's not what we're looking at. We are looking at Pokeball. What language is this? This is C++. If it's think it looks like Java, you'd be correct in the way it is an object-oriented program, so it is OOP. I'm a Java developer myself, so I can see what you're saying. I don't know C++. The only time I've done any C++ is for this. I've never done it professionally. I did a bit of C# for a job, but that was only for maintenance. But yeah, if you have experience doing OOP languages, then yeah, C++. It's so instead of defining, when Java, this would be something like I think it would be like int item ball to ID, and then you'd have like and then you'd return ball item. Also return ball ID. Instead, this does the return still, but it defines it here, so slightly different to Java. I've been doing Golang the last year, and a software engineering student in Ireland. How is Golang? I've seen it. I had an interview for a job at one point, and yeah, they were doing Golang, and it was sort of something I thought about looking a bit more. Hey, Spooky Ghost, sorry, I've just seen you. I'm struggling to keep hold of the chat. I'm having some issue with my visual part. But how is Golang? Yeah, I had an interview for it, and I heard some good things about it, but I didn't look into it more. I'm currently working on Scala for my job. My current project in my professional is it's a Scala project, which is quite good. Is custom music planned like this? Yes. I've had little experience using the music input for this. I did do a commission for someone with music, and we had some difficulty for that. Originally, I didn't realize I was doing music, but we did add one in as a trial run, and then we're looking at possibly adding more in the future. The issue with it is, I do play music, but I haven't written music in a long time. I would have to find some musicians to do it, and I know someone who does really good music in the MIDI format, and he knows, he's been learning the software. He did the music for the other game I was working on, but I would have to pay that, and because this is a ROM hack, I don't have a budget for it, so it's unlikely to happen anytime soon. Maybe at the end, but a lot of things I'm sort of limiting myself internally to just using the inbuilt stuff, so I'm not having to spend money, and I don't want people to use their professional skills for some dumb project like this and not have their time sort of returned to them. It's not OP, but it's so quick. That's fair. The speed of languages, unless you're doing some really high velocity stuff, it's not really necessary. How converting a theme song to 8-bit work? So I can show you if I go to a Muzz. It doesn't show Muzz. So let's go to the Surf song. You have so you put in the MIDI, and it gets converted through this. And this is the voice, and this is the volume. So you define the song here, but you do create what is it? Is it Muzz _surf? Muzz surf. Yeah, it's just showing me the binary. Is it voice? Yeah, here you go. Yeah, so you create a voice for it. So you basically, your MIDI file is you put in the MIDI file, and it kind of works like a bitmap. It goes through the sound will read through the code, and it finds a number, and that number will relate to sort of one of these voices. And these voices are your basically your files that give you all your different instruments. Again, I'm not the most up to date with it. I think Surf has voice 80, so we go to voice 80. So this is all the stuff. So you get your voice group 101. So we go voice group 001. It's all in here. And this is I think these are the pitch and everything it needs. And the sounds of it. So it's classical choir. Is your sound, and it will use these in the right point, and the volume and the pitch. So it's not so much as just importing a MIDI. It's about having you need the voice files to go with it, which are your different instruments and all the volume for it. It's a bit of a pain. It makes it I think because I've only done one file in the past, and getting it from the writer the musician was kind of a thing. That item is sold out. What does that say? Oh, sorry, that is that. Pause until press. But yeah, It's MIDI is a sound font. There you go, sound font. That's the words. Yeah, it's something I want to look at more. But my focus has mostly been around the technical. I'd say it's why you'll see if you play it. There's a very minimal amount of artistic things. I'm using the custom, pretty much the default stuff most of the time. Item importance. Get item ID importance. Sometimes item ID dot importance. Yeah, item ID comes from there. Why is this giving me sold out for this? I got an idea. String expand placeholders. Get text string var. $, string var text sold out. Okay, I'm just gonna do so. I'm just gonna hard code it. So if that and that. So what we can just do is go and that's not and so I'm gonna do item ID does not equal. Let's put that in brackets. The Pokeball item ID, which is where is it? Here's my shop. Item Pokeball. Just so we can get. I wanted to be playing a game, not doing it. Pokeball is number 1. Okay, 1. So basically, if it doesn't that, I think I could probably do item Pokeball. Yeah. So if it's not a Pokeball and it's got all of this, then show sold out. So this should stop it showing sold out because I cannot. I think there's a bug with my outfit selector. Would you ever use gRPCs and protobufs for easier testing? I have no idea what they are. Yeah, if everything's sort of defined in these. They're just sort of like constant. This game, because you need to pass things all over the place. There's tons of global constants. I know it's a bit of a no-no for a lot of development. I know if I did global constants at work, I'd be castrated. But you can, yeah, you find all these. Well, I don't think they are global constants because you still got to import them. But yeah, all of that stuff gets imported. It just means it's easier to reference instead of doing it as a thing. Yeah, enum. But yeah, font narrow and all of this stuff. Google remote procedure calls like APIs that use requests and responses. I don't know. There is, to be honest, there is testing in this. There are a lot of test files. Test battle. So if you wanted to run, you don't actually need to do anything else. Let's say test. So let's say I was trying to test, am I compiling the game? I am compiling the game and it's failed. Let's prevent threes around the and. Oh, why have I done this wrong? So just parentheses around that within that. Sorry, you want me to do that? They use integration testing. Oh, okay. I'm currently, well, my current project has no integration. My professional project has no bloody integration testing because our downstream we have no downstream because they haven't even sent us the API specs. So I'm trying to build front end with no API specs, which has been no end of trouble. This is fun to watch, just similar to OOT hacking, except you make to see. Yeah, I mean, OOT hacking isn't too hard. If you look up, I did make a German version of OOT using the decomp one, and I made Ocarina of Time Das Flutenduten. This is a ROM hack of Emerald, Pokemon Emerald. Hello, first time hearing you live with everyone. Thank you, Raphael. Welcome on in. Even though I'm 5 minutes late in replying to you, I apologise. Disney Plus in uni, it was cool, but Golang is smooth as butter. Yeah. Yes, Stellaris music, and I really want to play Stellaris again. So just premises around and within. Why is that? Check bag has item. I bet it's that. I bet that's what's causing the issue. This might be the best account I found on TikTok. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. And I do want to get back into streaming more. I used to try and make sure I streamed on a Saturday and just do a load of ROM hacking. Thank you for the flower, bud. Because it's a really good chance to get some fast feedback and get people playing along. Normally it's a bit more exciting because I'm actually drawing the maps and not sat here just coding. And I was really hoping, because as I was going through and sort of talking through it, I was hoping, oh great, I can just cut these videos up, start posting on YouTube the long forms of me going through. You're still not working. Oh, it's just parentheses. Why do you want parentheses around within the OR? It's not within an OR. I goes, okay. Hang on. So that. Oh, because I got some really convoluted. So that goes to there. But that. So if it's important and we don't have it, or it's of status, and yeah, okay, yeah, so all of that, oop, I've lost the code, there it is. So all of that needs to go around a new parenthesis, that, and we want Pokemon ID, yeah, so that should fix it. Oh, I'm making my own through RPG Maker. I have not done RPG Maker. Although that's a lie. That is a blatant lie. I have used RPG Maker. I hated using RPG Maker. It's a real pain. I think because I've been doing binary and decompiled hacking for so much longer, I found it much more awkward just to build the maps. I think it's more traditional. Oh, bloody hell, Jack! Thank you for the 1,000 coins. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, RPG Maker is brilliant, and it's a lot more powerful than this because you're not limited. That's coded. Okay, that's compiled. So now we can go in and we can now, hopefully that'll fix it. If it hasn't fixed it, I'm going to cry. But no, it's not Python. As Jack said, it's C++. Thank you, Jack, for updating. I need to put more info. I can put as many instructions as I like, but I want to say I didn't write the engine behind this. Very clever people have done all that. Yeah, Pokemon Essentials I've heard is good. Maybe I was trying to do it in raw. There we go. We can now buy Pokeballs. Oh, that was a nice 20-minute excursion to make Pokeballs buyable. Yeah, I've heard good things about Essentials, but the thing is, there's so many ways to make games, and there is something called Pokemon Engine, which if you want to play multiplayer Pokemon, that exists. And I did get invited on to be a developer for them, and I was looking at making this game in their engine, and it would have been like MMO and everything. But the problem is, again, writing everything is a pain, and I even looked at. I did actually look at learning how to use Godot, and I was thinking about making a custom game and like doing my own monster hunting thing and using this world. But again, I'm not interested in making money from this, so just making a sort of base game that people enjoy, I found it much easier. And where I've been doing Pori maps and other tools, advanced maps for years, just makes it easier to use what you know. I'm sorry, but that items are sold out. I didn't fix it. All I've done is change the it's still treated as a sold out item, it's just showing the money. Oh, Godot got on my nerves. I can get that. I mean, I'm not I can see where it can be problematic, but yeah. Okay, that item is sold out. Why the hell? Buy menu, get item ID, check item, has item ID. Same thing again. So that's fine. This is easy to fix. We can go item Pokeball. We're just going to copy this line, go to that line, and input it. And we're just going to align it, and boom. And then we're going to compile, and now we can buy Pokeballs. Just finished 4-month project in CLI plugin using Go Bubble Team. Best thing. Ooh, what was that? You hate Godot as well, Jim. I don't blame you. I mean, Godot. I played with Godot. I played with Unreal Engine. I had some very basic things. I did actually buy a pre-built engine to make monster catchers it was using Game Maker, and it would do it in a very much a Gen 2 style. And I'm tempted to make something with that, because then I could like put a demo out and make it a bit more playable. But I'm just going to focus on this, and I think when I finish this game I might move into other things. But for now we're just going to do ROM hacking and keep it like that. You could change and in the condition to display the sold out thing. I don't want to display the sold out thing. That's the problem. I don't know why it's picking it up. I think it's something to do with I brought this branch on to add in outfits and stuff. Did you update the Sandaconda cover? No, I haven't yet, Spooky Ghost. I haven't done Corver Night yet, and Sandaconda I'm waiting until we actually get some sort of thorough playtesting first. But so I've got this outfit. In fact, let's show you. So we go into give item. So this is the debug menu. So if anyone wants to help me with items, you can see I'm missing a lot. But we have got this, these question marks, and they come to the bottom here, which is outfit box. So we'll give ourselves the outfit box. It's currently not added in more than code, but you're going to be able to use it to give yourself different outfits. You can buy outfits, you can find outfits out in the wild, you can get them for rewards. This is a cool way for you to switch out items. And I think adding this code has caused so many problems, and I think it's causing issues with, I think the visual glitches we're seeing in battle is caused by this. I think that sold out battle issue we're finding is caused by this. And it means we can't update to a new version easily because this code touches everywhere. So we're going to just use this instead. Currently haven't got any outfits, so I need to work on the artwork for it. But yeah, that is why we're having a lot of problems. We solve pretty much custom issue tickets compiled from Art 11.1. That is really cool. What's the story behind your hack? There is no sort of standard story. I am a terrible writer. If you're looking for a game which is built around intelligent writing and ins and outs of chasing and beating evil people, go play Pokemon Unbound, or go play there's a slew of amazing games being built around that. I am a horrendous writer. I can code and I can make maps, and what I find when I play a ROM hack, or most games these days, is I don't have time to sit down and really invest my time into a game. It's been a while since I've done that, so I want to build a game that is like that, and one which takes me back to when I used to play Pokemon when I was younger. I just want to suddenly check that. My lighting's slowly going. Do I need to turn my camera on, or my light on? Oh, where's OBS? There's OBS. In soon. So we do that, and so the game is less about going out and taking the world. You're not a chosen one. It's about exploring. So you go and do the 4 gym badges. The 8 gym badges. There's only 4 at the moment. You become a champion, and there's a lot of tough post-game things. And the main sort of goal of the game is to explore the world. It's not to just run and beat all the evil things. It's to go find all the secret legendary. So each legendary has a small sort of self-contained almost story or event to it. So to get Arceus, you've got to get the 3 Giratina things. You've got to find all the hidden plates around the world. To get Azelf, you've got to find the other 2 lakes. And it's a massive world with lots of things to go and hunt and explore and find. And your job is to explore and hunt them down. and play it how you want to play. So you're not going to be dragged along and locked behind evil teams. Because one, I don't want to fall into the trap of making cheesy, horrendous, cringy dialogue, which probably is anyway, because I'm terrible at writing dialogue. And two, I just want to play a Pokemon game. I don't want to be bogged down in having to save this town. It's not fully open world, but it is. You can do things almost however you like. That's what I think. Least important thing in the ROM hack. It's always the visual aspects that breaks everything. Yeah, I hate doing anything front end, although I'm a front end dev for my current project. If you could choose language to have to code in, what it would be? Personally, Java, just because I'm a Java expert. I know Java better than any language, and it would save me doing anything else. It would be terrible because Java front ends suck. A lot of banking industries would go down because it's very heavy and slow. You wouldn't be able to do big data processing on it, so any big data processing would disappear. So yeah, most games would be crap because again, it's not fun. But that would make things best for me. But runes instead of characters though, that would be quite funny. That's why I don't like Go. Why switching it up from standards? Every language, there's that XKCD, isn't there? Which is like, I'll mix up and do it this way or do it that way. Can you make Jumpluff be able to learn Giga Impact? Does anyone have a good reason why Jumpluff shouldn't learn Giga Impact? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Because yes, we can, and I can't think off the top of my head one reason why we shouldn't. I don't know why it would want to, but you know, I'm not here to judge. If you want to throw your Jumpluff at people, things, that's fine. Okay, I need to add a hotkey to quickly get rid of my game. Let's do that. So species Jumpluff, and we go to Gen 2. Giga Chad Pluff, exactly. We want level up learn set. Here we go. JVM, I love the JVM. I mean, I'm currently working on Scala. I'm just being able to, I can write Scala. Oh, I'm just going to write Java function instead. We're just about to import there's a Google library for checking whether a phone number is valid, and it's written in Java. Oh, how does it work with Scala? Oh, you just use the Java one. Just add the Java thing. What level of DA should we teach it to? Maybe at 59 for it, or 60. 59. Move Giga Impact. There we go. We're gonna do 52, and we're not gonna teach it baby one. There you go. So in the next version, Jumpluff now learns Giga Impact for no other reason than you suggested it, because I am terrible at peer pressure. One of the things about Pokemon that I struggled recently is the passive storytelling. Leaf Green, Fire Red of Sevillanas has probably the best passive storytelling without needing to end the world doomsday. We have suggestions for NPCs that you can interact with various stages of the game. You can take your secret air maybe. Yeah, I'm always open to more NPCs. NPCs and ways to type the story. Yeah, that's good. A lot of the wider legendaries and things that currently aren't sorted out, so there's lots of spaces to do stuff. You work in a full stack house, but Ruby is as old as me. Level 1, definitely not level 1. I used to work on some projects which were so old. There you go, out of the OG. Right, first encounter here is a Rock and Roller. Let us catch that Rock and Roller. So we've been talking, it's been an hour and I've barely made any progress, but I'm not Nuzlocking this because I want to try and playtest as much as I can, but I'm doing Nuzlocke until I wipe for the first time, so it helps me get an idea of the balance. Before Giga Drain, surely. Giga Drain's kind of a weak move. To be honest, I am going to buff the Jumpluff line to heaven because it needs something. All starters should only know Metro. I'm not doing that. If you want to download my code and do it yourself, then yeah, go ahead. Remember, this will become public eventually. I have to code an ADA for my job, which is such a horrible syntax documentation. What's ADA or ADA? I used to work with a guy. I used to work for Barclays. I was an architect for them, and one of the guys used to work in Smalltalk. Everything's an object. That's quite an interesting language. Okay, here's your heavy ball. So welcome to Plateful Cave. So I'm going to try and give you guys some insight of what I'm thinking for these areas as we go along. So Plateful Cave, and the idea of it is it's where Arceus first landed a long time ago when it came to Earth. This world doesn't so much, it's not the normal Pokemon world because I want to develop my own lore and stuff. So the Triver region where we are is based off of like 3 major islands, and Plateful Cave is where Arceus first came and sort of created it and sent everything away. So he is somewhere in here. Well, he's not somewhere in here, but it's tied very much to that Arceus quest line. This guy here, Alex, is trying to sort of learn about that ancient history, and you'll find these things all over the place. Now, you may recognize them from like the Reggie things, but these are going to tie very much heavily to Arceus. The 2 main ways to know you're getting there's one of these nearby is, well, seeing that, and unknowns. If there's unknowns in the wild, there's one of these nearby, and that means some way to move forward your questing towards catching Arceus. Arceus is going to be kind of like the final challenge. It involves you doing all 17 plates. Each of those have a totem Pokemon tied to them. You'll have to beat all 3 of the other Pokemon, so Giratina, Palkia, and Dialga. And get their orbs, and they are going to be again buffed totem battles, and then you can battle Arceus, which will be like level 125. I'm going to expand the level cap purely just for him. You can't go over it. And yeah, he'll be level 125 and totem boost. It's going to be a final boss. All legendaries in this game, when they're catchable, can be caught, but you can't catch them in the original battle. You have to beat them in their totem form to then get a chance to battle them again, where you can then catch them, and you can probably just try and Master Ball at something. I'm probably going to make some recursive way to get Master Balls. It's just to make the fight feel legendary. So that's the current idea of it. Let's scroll up a bit. Is there an open source for the Emerald game? Yes, this is the open source one, Jack. There's 2. You've got open source Emerald, and we got Emerald Decomp. And you've got Expanded Emerald, which is a fork of it. I'm using the expansion, which has got all of the modern things into it, and it is C++. The only thing I suggest making, I've got some guys on YouTube if you want to look at how to do it. Obviously, you come from a tech background, so you'll find it very easy. I've tried to make it for people who have no idea what they're doing. But yeah, it's, look at Pori script on top of that, which just makes the event scripting so much simpler. It makes it more of standard way you're used to throwing functions around. A few Easter egg NPCs in mine. One is a camper from Bushwhacked. One is Chip the Picable guy. I don't get those Easter eggs, I'm sorry. AJ is proprietary military software language, extremely memory safe because it's used on a plane and missiles. Oh, fair enough. I did have I don't know. I was put forward for a job at General Dynamics. I didn't take it because obviously I didn't have experience, but they were using C# on theirs from what I remember. So I'm kind of surprised there's a custom one. What's this game called again? I remember having this on my DS. You have never got this DS. You're not this game. It's custom, but it's based on Pokemon Emerald, which you'll recognise. Reminds me of C++, but is added commercially. It's forked. Do you allow people to work on project? I'd be open for it. I think because I haven't really got design documents, but I join our Discord and we can have a chat. It is currently open. I've got my own fork of it and branch of it running on. I know the core one, I based it off of. Yeah, that's all open source and people can do it. This one I'm going to open source it at the end for people to do their own branches and make their own versions in my world. But I think because I haven't got designs ideas out, and I've worked with people in the past, and I'm actually going to work on a custom game for other people to come in, which is going to be like bringing all the regions together. So if you want to learn how to ROM hack, join that project when I eventually pull my finger up my arse and make it a thing. There we go. See me now, hey! But this one, I think I'm going to keep it tight to myself. I am going to need support later down the line, but at least when I get the core adventure and map done, just so we haven't got too much breaking of ideals and stuff. We need to hide this from Nintendo Ninjas. They should be fine because I'm not selling it. This is completely free to play and stuff. My close with dynamics seem nice, guys. I mean, I knew someone who went and worked for them. It was good. So go back to this game for a bit. So this talks about the 18 beams of lights, the 18 plates that fell across Triver. And there's 4 holes in the wall. I wonder what the 4 holes are for. Interesting story, don't you think? So Alex comes along and comes to talk about you. Comes to talk to you. There's an issue here, which is you don't turn around to look at him. You're very rude here. So let's fix that. This is why the game's going to take us a long... This is why the game... this playthrough is going to take us forever. So remember, you can download the game and play it for yourselves if you want to have a go at home. But let's fix that small bug. A small little thing. But there, a lot of text happens here. But you see... Apply movement. Surprise. We go down here. This applies to us, so we actually want to face down as well. So this will make us look down and face Alex when he comes and speaks to us. Awesome. Awesome little fixes all the time. I need to set a hotkey to turn on and off the game. Right, let's get chat back up. Very cool personal projects always feel good. Exactly. And I'm terrible at doing personal projects. I finished doing them. How complete is the game? 15%. You can get 4 gyms at the moment. The latest thing I finished is the Mega Towers. You can get the Mega Stone or the Mega Bracelet. And that's about it. I'm about to do episode 100 and I'm going to do a bigger release. I'm currently just tidying up a lot of the earlier game stuff. This is not Hexmania. This is Poi Maps. This is a decompiled ROM hack, not a binary ROM hack. Reminds me of Tiled I used for Python Fallout spin-off you made. That's cool. I love Tiled based games and stuff, and I really wish they had one for like some of the earlier Zelda games. I'd love to make a custom Zelda game. I think I loved playing the Oracle games when I was young. I'd love to be able to do something like this. Would love to have a playthrough if possible. Yeah, no, drop on join our Discord. It's in our link. It's in the profile. Pop on there, go to latest releases, and you'll see at the bottom Pokemon Triver. That is this one, and you can play through it, give feedback as you go. I would wait until after this stream because I'm finding a lot of little fixes, and there's a sort of major one I've just fixed. But yeah, in the background, Alex is telling us there's another one of these in Mahogany Hills, so it might be worth going there. He talks about sort of like the plates and stuff. This is just trying to give you a bit of a highlight of what you should be doing. And then that was some weirdness with the text there. So actually, I want to... give me a second. Talk amongst yourself. I just want to do something on my OBS. I want to set a hotkey to turn on and off my game view. Go game. So we'll put it onto F23. There we go. So now we can bounce between all the windows, and I won't lose chat because there's something else here, which you probably won't notice, but it happened here. So when you're out of this, so the first time you meet Alex, it does all of this, and then it's checking you've got any plates now. Because if you have 4 plates or more, you're able to go deeper into this cave. It unlocks more. What it was always doing was running this code after you first met them, and this is meant to be the second time. So just changing the order of how it all goes. I also want to put message box auto close there so that it closes the text while he's walking away. It just makes it feel a bit smoother and feel more like the main series games. Okay, let's go back to making progress of my horrendous attempt at doing a 100% run in one night. Custom Zelda game would be so good, especially some of those earlier ones, and tile-based makes it so much easier. What's the difference between Cobalt and Emerald? Binary. So decompiled is when we take the game apart into sort of like pure code. So you can see the shop here, and you can go into all the code, write it up, and then you compile it into your GBA file. A binary hack is where you take the existing ROM, the GBA file, and you're changing what's in there. So when you compile the code from a decompiled one, it basically creates a load of sort of memory and hash points and stuff, and you can go in there and make changes to it using a binary hacker. So if you use like Hex Maniac, you're basically going to the hex values and changing them directly. It's a lot easier to set up binary hacking because you just need a copy of the software and the ROM, but it's a lot more restricting. It's getting really good these days. It's getting so much better than it used to be, but it is more restricting. Decomp is a bit harder to set up because you've got to have like a WSL, you've got to have languages, and you've got to like do some proper coding. Although you can, I think eventing is so much easier because you don't have to do XSE scripting, which is horrible. But it's a lot more powerful in the long run because you can change almost anything in it. So there's sort of two different ways of doing it, and it's based on sort of like how, depending on what you want to do and how you want to pick it up, I would say. What gen is your game up to? Gen 9. We have all Pokemon from Generation 1 to 9 in the code. If I show you, give X. We have all Pokemon in here. They are not currently all accessible. Oh, plus Mega Sandaconda now. But yeah, I'll try and make as many of them accessible as possible. Niall, thanks for the follow. Join the Discord. Can't wait to see the progression. Glad you're doing it. People don't have to hack with assembly anymore. Yeah, you doing the old XSE scripting was hell on earth. And the worst thing is, and bear in mind this was like 10 years ago when I used to do it. I changed so I took a sign, I think it was from like Little Root, to my home, my starting town. And when you write the message, if it's a different number of characters, you've got to move its memory location. So imagine you've got like 2 cups, and one of your boxes would fill that cup up. If you made it, added more liquid to it, it would flow over into the next one, which would cause that to flow over into the next one. It basically overwrites the code next to, or the memory next to it. So you would have to find a new space in the ROM to put that block of code in. I forgot to do that once, and so my text, instead of being 21 characters long, it was 22 characters long. So it overflowed, and that memory that it rewrote happened to be Bulbasaur's learn set. So now Bulbasaur would learn low kick from level 1, and you'd start with a Bulbasaur knowing low kick, and it would be a right pain in the ass. What's a ROM code? It's a custom one called Pokemon Triver. It's one I'm making and working on myself. The easier to add Pokemon to decompiled in binary, I've noticed, very restrictive. I think modern binary is so much easier, but in this, it's not too hard at all. They have got adding Pokemon. How to add a new Pokemon. So if you go to the wiki, this is the wiki. It tells you how to do it, and depending on versions you've got, I think I am on 1.9. It shows you everything you have to do, which is basically you have to define it in your species, add all its stats and stuff, and import everything. It's not too difficult. I can't say I found it too hard. I've only made one so far, which is more of a form. I have actually done it in other games. If you play my Pokemon VSG, it has custom forms for like Crystal Pokemon, and they count as new Pokemon. But if we go to Sandaconda, you can see, I've created a new one here for Sandaconda. So we just search this. I've defined it as a form change. So in the Sandaconda family, if you use the item, and then you've got all of its stats there. Might be a bit overpowered, but we'll see later. I remember searching HXD for free space. Yeah. Oh, it's so much easier now. It would be easy to code. We just need adjusting of not wide. Decompiled is better for more complex things. If you want to make a full game and you want to add lots of custom events and you want to add like custom abilities and stuff, 100% do decompiled. And if you have experience with software and you're somewhat tech focused, 100% do decompiled. If you are not techie and you want to just pick it up, edit some maps, maybe change a couple of Pokemon moves or what moves a Pokemon is using, maybe add a trainer and do it the very simple way. The modern tools for binary are brilliant. They are a lot easier to do. And so the more complex things, if you're doing a lot more custom scripting, I find it easier to do in decompiled. But I say if you want to pick up like I think it's Hex Maniac, that does everything in one, and you just want to do a quick dirty project in like 2 hours for you and your mates, or you just want to go and make a take Emerald and adjust it, maybe add a small area. Yeah, binary is quick and easy to pick up without any sort of prior knowledge. Caesar put us on is known for its data lead. Yeah, it can be. I don't think I've had any. So I'm speaking to this guy because he just starts a quest for us. I realise I've been making no progress, but it's fine. We'll just keep talking. We'll just keep saying mistakes. I want to test this area. So this is from a video from 2 days ago. Oh, that's kind of annoying. So the children just pop up. Oh, there's my encounter for this area. Nope, I've already caught one. So there's no children, no children, no children. Boom. That happens because this is one map. This is the other map. So they don't load until we appear on this map. I think we can fix that. Let's do we fix that? Actually, it's not so easy, and let's fix that later. And that's not a 2-second job, that's a 30-minute job. These children are stopping you from going this way. No good. They're basically they're not battled. They are. It's basically if you come from the other way, it's a shortcut from the gym because the gyms aren't in cities. So that's all good. For ROT, I use workflow, which is a combination of decomp and binary tools. Oh, that's cool. I want to look more at ROT, but I haven't got any ideas for it. Okay, so let's get my encounter for Clayhaven. Let's get something good. Now we got lots of balls. Oh, rewinding. Nidoran male. Okay. K is L. Totodile is level 9. We get bite. And Totodile is dark type, so that is stab. Brilliant. We actually, okay, so we've got a couple of things we want to do. We want to start powering up our Pokemon, which isn't going to be too difficult. We're going to do some of the custom quests, and we want to unlock. Going to unlock crafting. Let's go this way. So this guy, Salts, one of the very first viewers we had a long time ago. He is going. This man is how you're going to get hold of Rayquaza. I've got this really dumb idea set up, but for now he is an amazing source of XP, and you need to beat him to go further this way. He's just got 6 Magikarps. So we're just gonna smash him through. I should turn set on. No, well, I forgot to do that. Well, the reason I'm going this way is because there is a item. There's a couple of items this way, which I want, and the big XP boost. I'm playing with level caps on, just to get an idea of balance. Let's go to options. Go to fastest. Go to set. Yeah. And we can now get ourselves our Old Rod. which I can't use because there's no water with the cannons I haven't got yet. Go here and get the Petra berries. And oh my word. Oh, that's not correct. Let's fix that. Why? How have I managed to miss that collision? There we go. 1, 2, 3. Collision is corrected. Can't wait for this to be completed so I can play it. So you can play it now. It just depends if you guys are happy to play sort of like a semi-completed game or the full version. Obviously, I'm working on it as much as I can, and I try and do sort of frequent releases. Got our antidote. But I'm aiming to get a version 1 due by the end of the year. Right, let's speak to this guy. And we get given our first TM, Secret Power. So you guys aren't aware, to use, they are infinite. You can do it as many times as you want. We have reusable TMs. Max X to follow. Would it be able to play the mobile? Yeah, it's a ROM hack. So it uses so if you have a Game Boy Advance emulator, anything that can run a Game Boy Advance emulator will run this. So I know a lot of people have been playing it on those. Some people haven't. So hidden bases are probably one of my favorite mechanics ever. So I've added them in. Long-term viewers and stuff, I can add you guys in. This is the first one you'll be able to access. If you want to make your own hidden base, once you get Secret Power, you can. If you want to decorate it, oh, it helps I hit the right button. You need to collect all of the dolls. So to do it, you have to find them out in the wild. So you find Nathan's Gulpin doll, and it unlocks it for you to do it. You can't buy. You're not going to be able to buy things to decorate your base. You have to find them, which I think is quite a cool idea. And each of the hidden bases will have a battle for you to take on. Then Nathan has a Dwebble, and if you beat them, you'll also get access to a Pokemon, that Pokemon from the area. Dwebble is an awesome one to have early on, especially if you're doing a sort of Nuzlocke. Yeah, get ourselves a Dwebble. Doesn't have custom gym leaders, or Hoenn 8 is custom gym leaders. It will have 8 custom gym leaders. I can't use Dwebble because it's Route 1. There are the Hoenn gym leaders in the world for you to battle and unlock their like TMs and stuff. But no, it's a full custom region, custom trainers, and all of that good stuff. So let's battle get some XP. So if you do like it, try it out and see if there's any balancing and things for it. I think I'm used to the very early version of this game, which has higher gym trainers, so I might have come in a bit late. And let's water gun the better pop. Okay, one trainer down. He is... Is that the one I think it is? No, it's not. I think I actually removed the trainer that used to be here in the older version of the game. This game has changed so many times over the year. I started working on this game like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. On that sort of first version, I've sort of been redoing it in the modern one. So yeah, I've had lots of changes. I sometimes can't keep up with what I have done and what I haven't done. I need to work out what I'm going to do with someone's PC. I'm going to add a custom one, or just leave it as someone's PC. We're going to bring Bill back. We're going to have Lilelia, or whatever her name is. Right, now let's do this. Okay, there we go. So now we've got our... We're going to create an antidote. Put yourself in as Bill. I'm already in the game, so I am in the game, and you can find me outside every gym. And I'm tied to the Victini, and a lot of my mates are in it as well. Do you have experience in ROM hack music making? If custom music was something you were interested, I would be interested in that. Obviously, I have no budget, so it's not like I'd be able to pay you. But if you want to support and stuff, that would be great. But I'm currently not been doing much with music because of that reason. I'm not sure what I'm planning on doing yet. It's not an oranberry. So this is the crafting menu. Pick an item. So we want a Petra berry and a potion, which I think we got given. And then we hit start. And it creates 3 antidotes. If you have ideas, now's your chance. What items should be craftable? I currently haven't created many yet. I think all we've got so far, go into the code, is it crafting, not that, craft menu. Yeah, so all we've got at the moment, you can create berry juices by using potion, 2 orange berries, so we don't really need that one. Petra berries, so you can make repels, you can make a smoke ball, you can make a berry. You can make a assault vest by using 2 bedrocks, a silk scarf and a metal coat. I'm going to add a custom item, which is like an inert crystal, so you can make all the crystals. We don't do transactional payments. This is wrong happening. I mean, even better. I'm very wary because with artists of music and things, there's so many brilliant people out there, and I know so many people get shafted by people who don't appreciate their time and stuff. I want the artists to get appreciated and work through it, and get fairly done for their time. And yeah, I don't mind wasting my time doing it. But yeah, having someone else's time put it in there, I'm just a bit wary of it all. Right, but it's all good. No, if you joined the Discord, that would be awesome. Especially as we're starting to get closer to working on more of the ins and outs of everything. So here's an interesting thing. All of this white grass tells you where to go. If you're ever lost because the map is very big, just follow this. This will lead you to the next gym. Everywhere off the beaten path is a side route. What an encounter. Yes, let's catch a Rolts for Route 2. There we go. And another thing to make note of is ace trainers, or cool trainers as they currently are. So cool trainers. I've not opened up I haven't got the game open, have I? There we go. I've now got the game open. Apologies for that. So ace trainers here. You didn't see any of the stuff. Ace trainers are going to be tough. Normally behind them is a challenge. There might be higher levels than the average trainers around. Might be worth coming around to them when you've got a tightened up team. I think she's around level 8 and she's grass. Have I got anything to handle that? I think Nidoran might be able to handle her. But she does unlock a lot of berries for you. So a lot of these ace trainers, the idea of them is they're locking something a bit harder to do. And they'll be visual on the overworld. So she has level 8. It's not too bad. Gossifleur. Oh my word, that was a horrible outcome. And then sleeping. Flabebe. Yeah, there is one trainer, one of these ace trainers, which is absolutely brutal. And she is, we'll get to her in a minute. Talk about her in a bit of detail. Tackle. Bidoof putting in the work. Who says I can't do a Nuzlocke of this? Then we've got Bulbasaur to deal with, who is causing me issues. Let's bring Meditite out. Because he's got confusion. It'll be interesting to see when this comes out how many people do attempt to do a Nuzlocke of it, because I'd like to see some things that sort of people have done well and people have done wrong, or is working or doing too much. Around here, yep, growth mulch. Mulch just lets you grow things faster. And we have this lady here, and she will give you loads of berries, like a ton, and a Welmer pail. This unlocks the use of berries. I am going to buff berry outcomes. So when you do a berry, you get a lot of outcome from them, but that's part of what mulch does. Mulch, I think, multiplies how many you get, and you can end up getting like 48 berries per plant. So they are the only held item that are currently get used up. Other held items sort of appear back at the end of it, such as like a crystal or something. He appears. I'm going to move him up a bit. Just so that doesn't look so jolting. Because that seemed a bit weird. Yeah, so he loads in as you appear, so let's just move him up a bit. So he's just telling you about that. Oh, see, I might be cheating, but I forgot there's a hidden item here. Yeah, it's a Pokeball. Hey, Gasuke, how are you doing, bud? Oh, Nidoran, why are you dizzy, bud? How's your day been, Gosu? Okay, let's heal up. We're almost at the first gym after fixing the Pokeball issue we've had for ages. So you can now buy Pokeballs correctly, unlike the last far too long. We've done everything to the right. We've done everything here. Let's bully some trainers. Let's bring back our starter. We're close to... Oh, this guy still has no text. I don't know what he should say. But we'll beat him up. Get some XP. We'll take Hypnosis. And then there's one other trainer down here. Yeah. She's got a Mew. There's her Mew. Don't question it. Great, holiday for you now. Nice. Got big holiday plans? I guess it's holidays for quite a lot of people now, isn't it? It's that two weeks off for Easter. I know it is around here. I mean, I know I'm off. Have I got any Pokeballs? Am I out? Great Ball, 1 Pokeball. Yeah, I want an encounter from Mahogany Hills. Let's grab more Pokeballs. Now we can actually buy them. And we should be able to get to... Should be able to do stuff at Mahogany Hills. So what have we got? We're almost at level cap. Like 10 Pokeballs. And we get Premier Ball. So the best encounter I think we can get from Mahogany Hills is going to be a Pichu. We have a Roggenrola, which has no rock moves. So we need to get rock moves on that, because the first gym is flying. We have got a chance that we could go to the cave and try and get a Geodude. Or we could go to the secret area. Going to Mexico. Oh, that would be cool. Not a country I've been to yet. But be interesting. I've heard good things. I'm going to try and not get an encounter and see if we can get the secret area. So she is a tough trainer. I think she's like level 11. But that item ball there. I need to do what you've done, Gosu. And, oh, Mackie, thanks for sharing the live. Appreciate it. I need to do what you've done, Gosu. And that's add in the gold Pokeballs so you can find where the TMs are. And that's the TM. That's something I need to do soon when my brain remembers how to do it. But I'm not going to challenge her yet. Maybe change Rock and Roll to learn Rock Throw at level 8. What is his current moveset? Species Roggenrola. Let's go into helps if I actually bring it up. Level up, learn set. Rock and roller. It learns Smackdown at level 16. If I'm correct, level caps. Nope. Level caps. I think. You are nuzlocking it. Yeah, I'm nuzlocking it. Well, I'm kind of nuzlocking it. I'm nuzlocking it to till I wipe, so that I can get progress through. But I am nuzlocking it to try and get an idea of balance. Because this is a really good way for me to sort of see things through. Badge 1 is 15. Rockflow level 8, or so yeah, I think we've got a thing here. So level cap is 15. I think we maybe make Smackdown level 15 instead of 16. Because doesn't it level up at? I think it levels up at that level. Where's species Roggen roller? Species Roggen roller. Evolution levels at 25. Yeah, let's. I'm gonna move this to 15. Smackdown is way too late for it is. Yeah, I mean you get Stealth Rock, which is kind of rubbish. Especially when the first gym is flying. We'll move it to 15. I think that's the best way to do it. Okay, so I'm going to save the game and I'm going to compile it so that we can play with the updated level thing. Pebble Toss. I mean, Rock Throw is a solid thing. Are the white numbers the damage output? No, you mean these numbers? These are this is the level up table. So every Pokemon has their level up table, and this is the level it will learn it at. Sorry, saying it's white, it's green on my screen. Might be an issue with where it's being caught. Now, if you go into the move itself, you can see the breakdown. I've done that. Move info. Yes, you can see it's power. To be fair, Smackdown. It's pretty. What's Rock Throw? Rock Throw's power 50 accuracy. Rock Throw's that. Smackdown's 50. So it's just a straight upgrade. Smackdown. I'm quite happy with it being 15. Why is that there? Oh, that's why it's in thing. But yeah, it's power 50. Don't forget to close the game. I have closed the game, don't worry. I'm past making that mistake for a while. Okay, so now it should learn it at level 15. We don't have to worry about that at the moment because we're only level 12. Does mean that so we've got Bidoof with rollout. We've got Roggen Roller with Smackdown at level 13. We still have the Dartrix to beat. Is it a Dartrix? Yeah, I think it's a Dartrix. Nidoran might be our best chance to beat it because it's got Peck and it's got Poison Sting. So we want to hope. Yeah, I don't think I want a water Pokemon, so I think I want to get an encounter here. So we may as well go do the little girl quest. No, we walk through. Oh, there was an issue. Did anyone catch that? Anyone see that bug just now? I say bug. Bad coding. Could make a difference between bug and bad coding. You got any ocean routes? Not yet. What happened was you saw this guy. You can see him just at the bottom there. It's getting closer. So we have an issue where we are seeing this. So let's just quickly beat the... Oh, I forgot he's Titan boosted, isn't he? Level 12 Titan boost. Yes, this is the first Titan boost. Okay, he's not too bad. There we go. Okay. Oh, that was tight. Okay. She runs off. And you get Thief. Maybe Peppy Bullet would be name 40. To be honest... Yeah, we've got a bug here. I don't think we need Pebble because that's basically a 5 less work than Rock Throw. And Rock Throw's pretty much. And it's a tough enough game. I'm quite happy to do that. Yeah, so this guy is a Zorora. He should be hidden. I don't know why he's looking all weird in game. Using a Rock Blast animation. Yeah, I'm happy with just Smackdown. I think we're over-engineering it if we're introducing a new move for basically one gym. Because you're not going to see it. You're not going to use Pebble Blast for any other area except this first gym. Why is High Zorora flag not set? Is it not set in the new game? Oh, bloody hell. How thick can I be? So, this script here is... This is everything that's run when you create a new game. What I never did was... I never hid Zorua out the start of the game. So, everybody who uses an old game is going to find Zorua stuck in their game. Okay, I got to do that. Thanks, I love Stellaris, and I really want to play more Stellaris, and I haven't, and I miss it, and it's changed so much. I used to play some huge games, Stellaris during COVID, and it was great fun. Okay, how are we going to handle that? So, this is the problem when you try and keep consistent saves, is everyone who's previously played will now have an issue, which is they won't have that flag set. So script reset flag, lock all, face player, release all. So message box format. Basically, do you want to update? I think it's just updating flags to latest version. Set flag. I think Zorua is always hidden. I don't think we clear it and leave it cleared. But this actually isn't an issue if you call it multiple times. I'm going to call it to her. So then she can set there, and we'll put her into a load of Poké Centers before I release this. Okay, sorted. I haven't played the newest update yet. I mean, I think the last time I played Stellaris was probably about 13 months ago. Real shame. And I haven't got half the DLC. We used to play quite a lot in big groups, so we have one guy have all the DLC. So I'm still running on like a really old version. Stuff like, yeah, the good 4X game, it's been a bit... Its palette is a bit weird, but that's fine. Yeah, its palette is problematic, but I got bigger issues which it's not being hidden. I can look at that when it should be running around. It shouldn't just be standing about. So the idea is its palette will load in when it comes towards you instead of it running away. So that should fix it. Damn season! I've been tempted to buy the get the what do they call it, subscription for Stellaris, just because it's such a good game. Oh, hang on, my wife has messaged me. I messaged me an hour ago and I've just seen it. He is currently dress shopping. So I've got to be a good husband. Game is compiled. Reopen the game. Fingers crossed that's fixed that. No, it won't fix it because I need to go and talk to... My encounter is a wormpool. All of this humming and hawing and I get a wormpool. Not too bad actually. Wormpool, if it turns into dust stalks is an amazing encounter. My brother has all the DLC I leech off him for the extra. Yeah, this is it. One of the best things about them is they let you only one person needs it. So yeah, my mate gets them all. And then we can all use his. It's such a brilliant system. Okay, so let's bring in Wormpool. Who do we not need for the fight? Flying gym. Yeah, Meditite, you are not needed for the flying gym. I don't think these guys give you anything. It's I've been tempted to do like a Sunday stream and just go live and just play Stellaris for the day. Should have done that today because I was off work. Right. We need... I forgot you could do double battles. I forgot to heal my Totodile as well. Oh, this is bad. This is not the good outcome of Bitcoin. Yeah, you can do double battles. What's the chance of a double battle? Oh, I've not been showing my bloody screen, have I? Double... I think it's battle config. Force... No, not force wild double battle. Wild, it's 5% chance for a wild double battle. And you don't even need to have 2 Pokemon. So, yeah. It is possible to get a wild double battle. Let's continue. And I've just said it's a rare chance, and then we've just gone and got 2 back to back, which is quite something. I can't escape. Okay, let's take them out and run away. Don't want to deal with a Wormpool. Ooh, that's an issue. So it's shady here, but it's not shady in the next area. So I need to fix that. So that's one of the headers. Weather shade. So we need to make sure all of these areas have shade in them, just so it's consistent that we know where we are. Shade. It's a new area. It's technically part of the old area. Shade. There we go. Okay. Welcome back, Gosu. We're just fixing bugs. Like, there's an issue here. You go from shade to bright, which we want the whole area to be shady. So let's fix that. And we're all good. Chimchar. Oh, I forgot about Luke. Yeah, this guy's gonna become a fire gym leader, possibly, if I do fire try. Let's go through the trainer route. I need XP. Cascoon! That's the one we wanted. Okay, amulet coin is now earned. Totodile's at level cap. Brilliant. I don't think there's any items around here. No. So this area is going to be a legendary Pokemon. You need to find the 4 hidden switches and it will open up it will be one of the Ruinous 4, whatever they're called. That's not be any good for the next gym, I wonder. I have got potions, so I'm just going to heal up instead of walking all the way back. I'm going to give you a berry juice. Yeah. In a minute, I've got the rival fight, and I cannot remember what he did. Oh, I forgot about this fight. Robin is so cool, and I need to work out where he's going to evolve, because I used it in my first playthrough of Sun and Moon, and it sucked at how late he evolved for how mediocre he was. So I don't want that to happen in this. Fury attack. Yes, you can have Fury attack. I can't get a moon yet. Moonstone yet. Moonstone I think you can get off before Gym 4. Oh, bloody hell. I forgot about Scyther. Didn't I nerf this Scyther? Trainers. Trainer parties. Species. Scythe. Oh, Scyther. Yeah, it's a slow Scyther of Iron Ball. But that still hits like a bloody truck. What, Scyther's better when he evolves? I guess so. Oh, I don't even have... he's not level 15, so he doesn't have... Yeah, he doesn't have the move yet. Okay, pointed stones. Yeah, level 15 he learns... I should make this guy an ace trainer. Because he is tough for the area. And he is hidden. So let's make him a... Man 3. There we go. False swipe. That's fine. You can't kill me with a false swipe. Problem is, Beedrill's gone to outspeed. And I'm now stuck into rollout. I may have made a mistake here. Roggenroller goes level 15, so I should learn a new move now. Yep, learn Smackdown. We're going to lose our first Mon here. Cascoon, so that's fine. Draining Kiss, yes please. Oh, it used Harden. I think Bidoof missed. No, Bidoof didn't miss. Yes. Oh, okay. Bidoof's right is weird. I know it's already in the deco. Do you mean the where the shadow moves? Yeah, I spent like an hour trying to fix that, and I think it's an issue with the outfit branch I added. Or do you just mean in general it looks weird? Hooray! Dustox! Dustox is probably going to be our chance to beat... might be useful to beat the... Oh, I'm not 100% sure it will. To beat the gym leader because of Dartrix. And Dartrix is quite a tough cookie to deal with. But we might be able to get some quite good moves because I find I normally find Dustox absolutely amazing because it's reasonably bulky and it has access to Moonlight. But I think Moonlight's after the gym. In general, the Pokemon. Oh, okay. I mean, I think it looks fine, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm not good at that stuff. Right, Cassius. First time you fight Cassius, he has a Pinecone, a Roggenroller, a Seedot, and a Marill. He is level 13. So, Pinecone first. Pinecone is gonna go down to our Nidoran. Okay. And I've ran into a random encounter. Of course, I've got the rare encounter of a Yanma. Why am I looking down? What the hell? What sort of junior mistake is that? Rival postscript, rival bridge, surprise. I know why that happened. Because I'm using Plateful Cave Surprise. No, I need to make a custom one. Mahogany Hills Surprise. Yep. That was me changing something earlier that's actually caused this to break. Emote, exclamation mark. I know why that happened, and that's the fix for it. Okay, come on in. I need to find a custom sprite. Actually, yeah, I need to work on a custom sprite for Cassius, I think. I don't know what he's going to look like. I want him to be disliked. What does someone that just breeds arrogance look like? Takedown? I didn't give him takedown. That's one of his... Yeah, he's got no custom moves. Damn. We've got protect, takedown. Quit the first time. Bug bite. I should do little because I forgot to. Oh my lord, he's got self-destruct. Oh dear. Let's bring out Dustox. Well, there's my first Pokemon lost. Okay, I need to give custom moves because I think self-destruct is far too much for this time. So let's moves it's just moves dash, yeah. Yeah, just dash. So bug bite I think is okay. Protect I'm okay with. Takedown I'm okay with. What moves does Pineco learn at species? Pineco. Pineco learns. My brain's turned off. There you go, Gen 2 families. Let's make this a bit more visible for you guys. I don't need a breakpoint. We'll go to like a level up learn set. We're in Gen 9. It learns self-destruct to level 6. Damn. I'm not. That's typical Gen 9 sort of random power creep nonsense, isn't it? What's it? When was that added? Gen 8, Gen 7, Gen 5, Gen 5, 4, 3. God, it's always been able to learn self-destruct at a low level. I'm going to remove that for now. I'm going to keep my death. But I think... Yeah, not many people have complained. No one's complained about that yet, to be fair. We'll see what you guys think, whether we should remove that. Right now, trying to implement IV summary screen, isn't it? Yeah, there should be... I've had it in the past. On the past project. There's quite a few things that do that quite nicely. Oh God, Nidoran was my deal with flying Pokemon. Taking 4 damage a hit, that's fine. There we go. We have Bibarel. Bibarel learns Water Gun. I forgot what gives you. Hand axe. Oh god, he's got the thing as well. So here's something I learnt, which might be worth being aware of, Gosu. And that is to not use auto closes in long text chains, because it causes this flashing. Yeah, these are all auto close. These should all be message box default. Auto close is useful here because she's moving away and like at the end of things. But these should all be defaults. I need to pull something up on my screen because this is getting annoying. That goes there. Restream goes there. I just want to move cats across and then we can make this. So I'm just trying to make it so that I can see the screen so I can remember which screen I've got visible. There we go. Now I can see myself. Okay, so we get the hand axe. I'm so thankful. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but he's renamed, giving me all the text scripts fixed. Right, before we go and beat Roxanne, we need to heal up. So we're going to speak to the Skitty. We get given a load of berries. Let's check that can only be done once. Bonsley! That's a 1% encounter. Forgot to add a line, makes sense, I get errors. Yeah, we've all been there. Oh! It's me! I've also got I must have gone through and made a load of changes, which I don't want to do. Auto close, default. Auto close is fine there. Auto close is fine there. That shouldn't be. That should be auto close. That should be auto close. That one I'm actually going to put to... Yeah, that should be auto close. Okay. Would you like to battle? No, I am not ready to beat myself. But by going in here, this sets a flag, which means I now get increased XP. And we're going to speak to this guy. What's what? Oh, you've thrown me off. You've seen something I haven't seen. We'll battle this level Blissey. We'll put poison powder in. Dots is now max level. Oh, we get 8,000. Ah, we don't want to get any money from him. I need to fix that as well. He's a gentleman. Yeah, this guy, Gym XP dump. I don't want any XP off of him. So he's a class, he's gentleman class. Okay. Make a custom trainer class to receive no money. Basically, I just need to make a custom class, which I think is quite easy. I think it's like trainer. We go to trainer class. You can see them all here. Use for one trainer. We can just do like define trainer class. Let's call it Greeter. 0, 42. That goes to 43. Get battle music. That's for custom Twitch trainer class, I think. Yeah, default is that. Trainer encounter music. No, trainers. Oh. It's because we've done it in the wrong place. We don't want to do it there. We want to do it up. Oh no, we don't do facility class. RC facility class. No, that was the right place. So somewhere should be something that defines money you make. Weird. I think they have got a trainer class lookups. Here they are. Class 2 picture. Nope. How to train a class. Yeah, they got a guide here. Edit the sprites. Yeah, we're just going to use default sprites. Let's train a pick. Animation. No, that's all fine. Connecting the pictures to the data. Usage. Trainer pick. Let's train a pick. I want to train a class. Quick summary. Graphics include graphics trainers, front pick. Edit the sprites, add the sprites, animate the sprites, connecting the pictures. I want trainer class. Here it is. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. So you have trainer class, what do they call it? Greeter. And that will be a greeter. And then, yeah, we have trainer class. Case, that's the thing. See where else they're. Why is that doesn't like it? Subscript out of range. Have I not saved all my files? Saved my files. Trainer classes, trainer name. Yeah, here you go. Default. Ah, that's what. Yeah. So we also need to include how much money we get from it, which is 0. If I'm correct, it takes the name, trainer class, the name, money, and the ball, which defaults to that. Yeah, number of trainer classes. Okay, so that, yeah, it takes in. So if you don't get any money from it, but why is it out of range from where? Trainer class count. Ah, I forgot to update that again. There we go. So we now have. You can no longer get 8,000 money repeatable by battling this guy over and over again, if you're playing with level caps, because that would be a huge problem. Let's get a quick claw, and then we'll go back down to the shortcut. Yeah, we don't see Zoro this time. This is a new encounter. They hear you coming. He ran the wrong way. Oh no! Okay. Walk fast left. Walk fast left. This should be walk fast right. Oh my word. There's that fixed. Okay. Ooh. Part 2 didn't run. Did it? So... none of that happened. Yeah, a lot of double battles. Is the second one's happening? Nope, that didn't work. Okay. Oh, yeah. Something weird is happening. How far back is going to happen if I save? I'm going to read sex. I want to test all that. I've gone back a lot. That's fine. It's getting late anyway. Bugger. So let's fix this other issue. Oh, I've got to redo all of these guys. Okay, I've messed up and that's throwing all the wins out myself. So I'm going to kill the stream there because I need to do this stuff off stream and I need to play the flag. Thanks for popping in. I'm going to try and do more of this, hopefully with more updated and working code. But I will catch you guys later and I'm going to get back to where I was at